Okay guys, so Faith Mata here, out today at Sycamore Canyon, just taking you along on my morning ride. I haven't done a video in a while, just mostly because I've been busy. My buddy Donnie's been busy too, so I did a few videos that weren't great, so I decided not to post them, although I have been, working on things like that, so trying to get you a video, but the trails weren't that exciting or that great, so I didn't want to bring the channel down by posting them. They weren't great footage. So the other thing was I did another ride, and my shoulder mount, like my angle was crooked, the trail was super rocky, and it led to a bunch of bouncing around, and it almost looked like an old GoPro with no stabilizer. So the footage was crap, and I decided I wasn't gonna, put that out there for you. Couple developments. I was asked recently to be a brand ambassador for a company on Instagram called Cyclowing. That's CYCLOWING. If you would like to check them out, a portion of every order you make goes to help disabled people and handicapped people. So that's, I like the cause and like what the company stands for. They sell a lot of, I would kind of call it more road biking stuff, but there's also some stuff you can use for MTB as well. They have things like cell phone holders for your bike, MTB sunglasses, various things like that, jerseys, bibs, you name it, they carry it. It's pretty cool. So I ordered some stuff as well. You can find their link in my bio on Instagram at Faith Mata, so you can check them out, please. Also, Skull Candy, I'm a brand ambassador for them if you didn't know, and I don't recommend anything that I don't personally approve of and wouldn't use myself, and I use these things all the time. I love the company and I love their products, so check them out. They have wireless, wired, headsets, earbuds, whatever. They're also very good. So got another car. Me and my husband bought a car recently. It's another thing, just been busy doing stuff like that. So all right, just gonna take you around on my morning ride, and just wanted to announce those little developments, and see you out there. Oh yeah, another thing I forgot to mention is it was just recently my birthday, and my husband was cool enough to buy me the GoPro Hero 9. So that's what I'm coming to you on today. So hopefully the quality will be even better than what it was. There's a few things about the 9 that drive me nuts. So I don't like the little latch on the door to access the battery and SD card. And I don't like that they changed the location of the on-off button. I have a hard time getting used to it on that side. Plus everything's different from the 6, 7, and 8, so you have to buy all new stuff like batteries, cases, wind slayers, and the mount at the bottom is collapsible, so it wants to collapse when I'm trying to mount it. So I'm not a real fan of these changes on it. And they just came out with the 10 as well. Hopefully they fix those things, I don't know. I guess a lot of people are breaking off the side doors on accident with the way the latch is set up. I almost did. Have no fear though, they have replaceable ones if you did break yours. You can buy new doors. out, and that's why I'm sniffling so much. I always do that when it's a little cool in the mornings. I have to bust out the cold weather gear soon, feels like. Cold down here. Temperature always drops right down in this area, like very noticeably. Almost hit a bunny rabbit. Fucking hey. So many damn bunnies on this trail. I'm gonna take you on a little side trail that I usually go on. I don't think a lot of people do it, but just getting into my low gear there. I don't know how well traveled this is because it's not fully tamped down in certain ways. Crap, it's really rough right there. I got a little bit of a climb here, so. These kind of dreadlocks or something. And right here, this is pipeline. So see that pipeline? That's why it's called pipeline. We're gonna make a climb up here. So I'm gonna take you guys over to Terry's Wall today. It's one of my favorite trails out here. But it's a brutal climb up pipeline here, so I'm gonna spare you the climb, but you kind of got to turn yourself inside out for this one. It's pretty rough. All right, guys, I'm making a little trek over to Terry's Wall. Very frustrating when people have headphones in both ears and you can't warn them you're coming up on them. Not to mention it leaves you completely unaware of anyone coming up behind you who might want to hurt you. You got to get as much speed there as you can to carry as far up here as you can get, which actually isn't that much, unfortunately. And then this is a super steep little climb right here. And I'll give you the view from up here. This tree is a favorite of mine. It's just grown out of the rock. And then you got all this right here. I love the chunk. real steep part right here. There's some other trails off of here I still have to explore, but I prefer to do that when I have company with me. And for those of you wondering, I know I never got around to doing an update on the MegPeds, and it's been, I want to say like 9 months or something, maybe a little more, that I've been running them, and I love them. I prefer to use them, although I'm not real great at unhooking on one side, so if I think I'm gonna have to dab a lot, or it's a new or sketchy trail, I just throw my 510s on without the SPD thing on the bottom. Oh shit. And I run those instead with the same pedals, because I don't trust myself, but I prefer to run the MegPeds whenever I can. Just that connectedness to the bike, but without total fear. But still, you do have to be careful. Like I said, I'm not really good on pulling my one foot off as well as I am the other side, so. So that was Terry's wall, and now I'm gonna walk you over to 9.75. All right, see you over there. All right, we're just gonna go across the creek real quick. Guys, we're at the start of 9.75. I haven't had a chance to fully session the A-line here with my buddies yet, so plus I wouldn't take that when I'm alone anyway. It's a little sketchy. So I'm gonna take you down the B-line, because that's something anybody can do. I try not to do sketchy stuff when I'm alone, so I don't get hurt. So much loose dirt, I can't corner very fast. That is always very rough to go over. Always watch that one there. And then just watch out for this pedal striker right there. And there you go. That's the end of 9.75. Another one of my favorites out here. Now we're going to go down across the bridge, across the creek. Wow, they did a lot of trimming over here. All right. This is a fun little one that I tend to do too. That thing you hear is my seat hitting the back tire when the rear compresses in that dip there. And it seems to be like a design flaw with Ibis, and I've heard also Yeti. I don't know. I don't think it's anything particularly to worry about. It's never caused me to crash, but eventually it's gonna rub the crap out of my seat, which had already scraped it up pretty good. I also have my seat post super low though, so that may be a thing. I don't know. Any other Ibis riders out there, hit me up, let me know if you have that issue, like on a large compression, if your seat is buzzing the back tire. I was watching one of our bike builders build a Ripley, and it looked like it was going to have the same issue possibly, but I don't know. Maybe it's just because my seat post is so low. Maybe I need to add a little more air in the shock or something. Maybe that'll stop it. I don't know. Just curious if anyone else has that issue. Alright guys, that's basically it. I'm just heading back from my route and try to get you another video as soon as I can. The National Forest being closed down here also derailed some of my plans for videos. And I had like three videos I made that I'm not posting because the quality's not great. I don't mean the video, but the trails aren't spectacular, so they'd probably be boring to watch. They weren't the best. Ooh. See, another compression, another seat bounce there. But anyhow, not sure what to do with those videos I have that aren't great. I'll just hang on to them, maybe find a spot for them someday. Anyhow, I'll catch you on the next video, whenever that is, hopefully soon. And until then, don't ride anything I wouldn't ride.